Hello! In programming, operators can be of several types. In the last video, we used arithmetic operators. An expression consists in an operator and an operand. An operator indicates what operation we want to apply to the operands. The operators are special symbols which perform different kinds of operations. The Java programming language consists in the following operators: arithmetical, relational, logical, assignment, and other operators. In programming, arithmetic operators can be addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, increment, and decrement. We used the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division in the previous video, and we understood how they work. If in the last video 10 divided by 3 gave us the full value 3, 10 modulo 3 will return the rest of the division. The increment can be used when we want to increment the value of a variable by 1. When I have a variable of type int a equals 10, for instance, if I write a++, my value will become 11. I also have an operator for decrementing. If I write a minus minus, my number will be equal to that number minus 1. Relational operators are used when we want to return truth values. When we want to check if two numbers are equal, we will write the number a equals b. A single equal means assignment, as we saw in declaring variables when we wrote int a equals 2. The value 2 was assigned to the variable a. 2 equals means comparison. We can also check the inequality condition of two variables. If I write 2 exclamation point equal 3, this comparison will also return a boolean, which will be true, because 2 is different from 3. If I say 2 is greater than 3, a false result will automatically be returned. If I say 2 less than 3, it will return true because 2 is less than 3. Less or equal or greater or equal are used in the same context that we used them in mathematics. If I say 2 greater than or equal to 2, it will return true, because I have a case where 2 is equal to 2. Logical operators can be AND, OR, or negation. The AND operator is used when we want to return the truth value of two conditions. If both conditions are true, then our final result will also be true. If only one condition is true and another is false, then the end result will be false. Same goes if both are false. The OR operator is used when we want to make sure that at least one of the two or more conditions is true. If I have a true condition or a false condition, then my final result will automatically be true. If I have two false conditions separated by the OR operator, then my final result will be false. Negation is used to reverse the truth values of a condition. The assignment operators are the following. We saw that the equal is used to put a certain value in a variable. Plus equals is used to increment a certain value with a number we specified after. If we write that our variable c plus equals a, it is equivalent to saying that c is equal to c plus a. The same goes for the minus. We also have equal multiplication and equal division that use the same principle as addition and subtraction. The same goes for the modulus. Let's go to IntelliJ and test some cases. I created a new project that I named operators. Let's put together in the source folder a new class, which we will call operators. Right-click New Java Class, Operators. Here we will write our main method, psvm tab. First, let's talk about mathematical operators. As we've seen, they can be the following: plus, minus, times, slash, and modulus. If I say a system out print line 10 plus 10, my result will be 20. If I have system out print line 100 minus 88, my result will be 12. If I have a system out print line 100 times 3, my result will be 300. For instance, if I have 7 divided by 2, my result will be 3. That is the whole part of the result. If I have a system out print line 7 modulo 2 and I run the application, the result of this operation will be the rest of the division of 7 to 2, which is 1. These are the mathematical operators. Next, let's talk about relational operators. First, we have the equality operator. If I write system out print line 7 is equal to 9, 2 equals this time, because we want to check the equality, we run the program and we can say that false will be printed in the console. If I write 7 is equal to 7, then of course true will be printed in the console. Likewise, we have the inequality operator. When I write a system out print line 7 is different exclamation point equals then 7, my final result will be false, because 7 is not different than 7. But instead, when I say 7 is different than 9, my result will be true, because of course 7 is different than 9. I can also combine the mathematical operators with the relational operators. If I write, for instance, system out print line 4 plus 4 is less than 10, my result will be true because 8 is less than 10. If I say system out print line 8 is less or equal to 8, I can see that the final result will be true, because I have a case where 8 is equal to 8. Likewise, I have the case when I can check the condition that 8 is greater or equal to 8. My result will also be true. Next, we will test the logical operators. As I said, logical operators are used when we want to find out the truth value of two conditions. If I say, for instance, system out print line 7 is less than 10 and 6 is less than 10, I can run the application and I can see that my end result will be true, because both conditions are met. 7 is indeed less than 10 and 6 is less than 10. If I change my statement and say 7 is less than 10 and 100 is less than 10, my end result will be false, because both specified conditions are not met. The AND operator returns true when both conditions are true. The OR operator, on the other hand, will return true when at least one of my conditions is true. If I have a system out print line 100 is less than 1000, or 9 is greater than 100, my end result will be true, because I have in this structure a case that will return true, the first one. Also, the negation operator returns the exact opposite of a truth value. If I said, for instance, system out print line true with an exclamation point in front, I can see that the value false will be printed. Let's say, in parentheses, 2 is bigger than 10. This result will be false. Negating this false, my final result will be true. Next, let's test the assignment operators. In the previous videos, we used the equal operator. When we wrote int number equals 5, the value 5 was inserted in our variable called number, which is of type int. If we want to increment our number by 1, we can use the instruction number plus plus. This instruction will increment our number by 1 and we will have the result 6. Let's print this result. System out print line number. We can see that the value 6 was printed here in the console. If let's say I were to increment this number 3 times by 1, of course my final result will be 8. Also, if I declare another number, int number 2 equals 8, if we write number 2 minus minus, we can print that number and our final result will be 7. As you can see here in the console. Let's now declare another variable, int number 3, which is equal to the value 10. If we want to bring to our number another 20, we can say number 3 plus equals 20. If we print it, we can run the application. We will have the result 50. The first time we declared our variable number 3 with the value 10. Adding 20, our result was printed and it printed us 30. After that, we can increment it one more time with another 20. Let's say number 3 plus equals 20 again. If I'm gonna print again my number 3, we will now see the value 50. This logic also applies to all operators of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus. I can write number 3 minus equal 20, divided equal 20, times equal 20 and modulus equal 20. In the next video, we will talk about concatenation and learn a new way to print our variables to the console.